Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2Kiwis&Cheese podcast. He's Garrett.
Hi.
Fuck, he knows.
Yeah,
He didn't even have to prompt that.
That's Brent.
You gotta say something, Brent.
Hi, what's up? How's it hanging?
That's Ben over there.
I sometimes do think about the Roman Empire multiple times a week.
Multiple times per day here. I'm Whippy. How are we all?
We're doing great. Thanks for having us on your podcast, man. Bro's got it down.
Fuck.
But I can make it on.
Huh?
I figured there was no point beating around the bush.
Yeah.
Just an apology straight up front. We've got massive winds going on right now, and I'm recording in my garage, so
Nice.
you're going to hear lots of garage door banging.
So, I mean, you could be floating out to Kansas at any point.
You mean Oz?
Nah,
Yeah,
I
why
mean,
would he fly?
aren't you in Oz? I mean, you got to go to
he's-
Kansas. It's in New Zealand, by the way, if you didn't know.
Go to Kansas first and then go to Oz? I guess there's
Yeah.
some logic to that.
Kansas is where the time or I don't know, temporal rift is.
It's
I
where
mean, it's
Toto
cheaper
is,
than
and that's what's
flying.
really important.
Yep.
Why did I think you were talking about Australia?
Yeah. What? Why?
I
were
mean, that's
you?
beyond me
Like,
because of Oz.
yeah, Oz is like it's slang for Australia. You know?
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I was just like, oh yeah, I hear when someone says Oz, in my life they're more often referring to Australia than actually the land of Oz. You know?
Do people actually just say "Oh yeah, I was over. I took a trip to Oz and
Yes.
did not know that. That's a new fact." Wow.
Oz and Aussie.
Yeah.
I mean, Aussie, I've heard that one makes sense, but I've never heard just
we
Oz.
shortened Australia to Aussie, and then that was too long, and so we shortened Aussie into Oz.
So you don't
And
just
now
be
we're
like,
gonna shorten
oh.
Oz into
It'll just be like, and then that's it.
You're going to,
yeah.
Man, I took a trip to the other day. It was really good. But welcome on, Whippy. We've known you for quite a bit of time now.
For long enough, right? For long enough.
Too long.
Yeah,
Too long.
this is our last
I didn't
conversation.
want to be the one to say.
This is the ending.
This is the finale of our
It's been a good run, guys.
whatever happens now is the cement to the relationship.
Yeah.
I guess I shouldn't hold back then.
Yeah,
So for
go on,
anybody-
let loose.
For anybody who's starting at the end, can you introduce yourself, Whoopi?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Plug your stuff.
Introduce myself and plug myself. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, do all the work. We don't want to do
Whatever order you're
shit.
Yeah, you want to introduce yourself first. You always plug after.
Okay.
This
So-
is
Be inappropriate.
My name's WhippyWhipster, and I'm a Lego streamer from Aotearoa, New Zealand, and that's about all there really is to it.
There you go.
Great.
We're
That's
done.
good.
We're done.
Thanks for
That's
listening.
pretty
I
good.
like
That's
I like
efficient.
nerdy stuff, and I like watching TV and movies and listening to music. Is that
Mm.
specific enough? I like all
With
sorts of crazy stuff.
specific. What is the exact longitude and latitude of your location at this very moment?
Yeah, I don't know it, but it's like
Yeah, neither do I.
minus 29.
And neither do
I.
I. You didn't need to say that, Garrett.
Well, no, I meant like my location.
I guess I could say that I live on the beautiful Kapiti coast and just north of Wellington, the capital city of New Zealand. And it's kind of a little beachy vibe town where people commute into Wellington, and in the weekend people commute out and have a good time.
And they make
I
ice
did
cream.
well.
They make ice cream and chocolate.
Yep.
I did the mini waterways level of Wellington the other day. That was pretty cool.
What is What is your opinion on the pronunciation of the city that has the Kapiti Coast Airport in it?
It's Paraparaumu
Very good.
or Paraparaumu, if you want
The
to
number
separate
of
them.
conversations I've had with my family members about where the fuck Paraparam is
Oh, don't even get me started.
I ain't
so
even heard of
annoying.
this location.
Okay, no,
locally,
I know.
locally they don't even say Parapa. It's just Pram.
Wait, what?
Oh,
What? Where is this? What is this?
on
It's
the
spelled
Kapiti
Paraumu, and people pronounce it Pram.
Is this
Yeah.
just like a town or something?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, sounds like a lot of your towns.
Wow.
Are you saying that? Are you saying that Paraparaumu sounds like Paikakariki, which sounds like Pukerua Bay, which sounds like Plimerton, which sounds like Porirua, which sounds like Papakowhai?
Hey, I wasn't going to say
They're
the quiet part out
all
loud. All
like
right.
they're all one after another on the train route into Wellington.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's actually hilarious.
Can you take a train? How far can you take the train? I want to get on a train.
Wellington,
I mean, you can train at Wellington and go to Auckland.
Wellington
Yeah,
public
on that
transport is better than Auckland public transport.
Oh, there's
Except
no
when it's
doubt
not,
about
then
that.
it's atrocious.
But Auckland is atrocious.
Yeah, so
Man.
it all fell apart when we had an earthquake and they closed the train lines. And so everyone had to drive out of the city, which has one major motorway out of the city. So
Yikes.
it became ridiculous. Some people even started walking. And
I mean,
yeah,
fair.
it's-
It might have been faster than the backup.
You know what
It's like-
Wellington reminds me of?
I think it's like a
Reminds me of
12-hour
that
walk to
pirate
Wellington.
town. You know that
Hey,
pirate
what?
town in Pirates of the Caribbean 3? Pirate Town. That's what Wellington reminds me of.
Nassau?
I don't know the name of the pirate town.
Nassau was the famous pirate town, but I don't know if I don't remember the Pirates of the Caribbean movies like at all. I
There
just
was
know
a pirate
Nassau
town in the
from,
third one.
Nassau
I only
from a-
watched the first one from start to finish.
Oh,
That's
you've never
fair.
actually seen it?
I've not watched the second or third, or is there a fourth?
I like the second one.
There's a
fifth.
There's a fifth.
I haven't seen. I don't even
Yeah.
think I've seen the fourth or the fifth.
I've been
I
on
like
the
the
ride.
second.
That's fantastic.
That is really cool.
The OG.
Oh, it's Shipwreck Cove. That's boring.
That's
sounds
a
like a
lame-ass
Disney
name.
location.
There's
Shipwreck
Pirate Cove
Cove.
mini golf in Porirua. That's a good time.
There's a pirate mini golf at Auckland Airport.
Yeah, we did it.
I went
Me and
there.
Garrett
Yeah, it
went.
is.
How
We did it on a really windy day, and I
Yeah, it
was
was
like
windy and a
so
bit rainy.
sick.
Are you talking to a
Oh.
Wellingtonian about the windy day?
well, well,
I'm just having a look at what the wind warning is at the moment. Strong wind gusts from thunderstorms of 110 kilometers an hour or 60 knots.
that's a lot of knots.
Yeah,
Just
said
a
110
light
kilometers?
pole blew
Like-
over at the beach earlier today.
Why they putting
Anytime anyone
lights on
tells
the
me like
beach?
wind speed or like boat speed with knots, I have no idea if that's fast or not.
Yeah. 100. What was it? 110.
110 kilometers per hour. It's probably
Okay, so
about,
it's about 70.
65, 70. Yeah,
68.3 exactly, but I'm gonna round up to 70 to make it sound worse.
I did say 65, 70, so
Yeah.
I'll take that one.
Yeah. That was fun mini golf. I enjoyed the mini golf. I'm sorry if you did not bread with your sickness.
You know,
I
I've
was
heard
like-
almost nothing about your trip to New Zealand, Garrett.
It's on the podcast. It's coming out. I gotta
It's
put
coming out. It's
photos
not
up
out
in my
yet.
server. There's the first half is out.
Oh,
And
sorry.
then the second
No, I
half-
listened to that already because this is the future, right?
Yes, this is the
It
yeah.
was so
And
interesting.
then-
I especially love that bit where you did that thing.
Yeah, it was
The
so
first
good.
part's out. What do you mean? It's
Yeah,
out.
the first
It
one
is
is out.
Oh, I just
The
haven't
second-
listened to it.
Yeah,
yeah.
and then the
Hey,
second
I've
one
listened
is
to, like,
literally gonna come out in like
every other one.
an hour.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
To be fair, you've listened to more of them than most of our guests, and I say most of. We've got about you're like the third guest.
Wait,
No,
are you
fourth.
the
You're the fourth
fourth
guest.
guest?
Yeah, fourth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we forgot a
You're
guest somewhere along the way. Just dropped them
Yeah.
off.
We're not going to name which
They
guest
weren't
we're
very
talking
good
about.
anyway.
We're not gonna say who we forgot. That's so bad.
Well, I'm totally honoured to be fourth in the picking order, guys.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Well, I mean,
No, that's
Yeah,
fine. We don't need to
but,
address it. We can just move on.
I
Brent's
want to
gonna defend it.
apologize on behalf
gonna
of
let
the
Brent take
2Kiwis and
this one.
Cheese team. It was a great misunderstanding.
How great.
With so great, like Alexander. Okay, that's how great.
Alexander the Great is not Rome, okay? We need to be thinking about Rome and aqueducts
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the River Tiber.
Mm-hmm.
And how no, I can't. I'm not going to. We've already talked about it, and I said I'm not going to talk about it on the podcast.
So I got
You know
hit
what?
with this yesterday, right?
Oh,
got
did
hit
you?
With this one yesterday. I got hit with the. So how often? And I know. I've been on TikTok. I don't live under a
Yeah,
rock.
same.
I've seen the
I
meme.
do.
So Mrs. Whippy says to me, "So how often do you think of the Roman Empire?" And my response was, "You do know I majored in classics, right?
Yeah,
Like,
my
6 or 7 times a day before lunch."
My girlfriend asked me the same thing. I looked her dead in the eyes. I was like, I am no normal person. You are not going to be getting a normal answer. But that's kind of what it is. It's reporting bias. Is that people that like it's this big thing around with apparently every man thinks of like Rome, but I don't think it's every man at all. I think it's probably about 10% of the population thinks about it like once a day.
Less than 10.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Come
I
on.
would say way less than 10.
but
I mean,
it's like
I find it difficult to look at, water running out of a faucet without thinking about aqueducts and looking at a road and thinking about, the other end of that road somehow getting to Rome.
This sounds more like PTSD, man. Are you okay?
I can't see a horse in a field and think it wouldn't be cooler with a chariot behind it.
I mean, that's not
What you're
wrong.
gonna say? I can't think of. Wait, that's Troy. Fuck. Wait, were the
Yeah, that's-
Romans in the Trojan? Is that the?
No,
is
they
that-
were Greek. That
No.
was
Fuck. Well,
the Aegeans.
Brett, that's like the biggest
I
Greek
did
thing.
fail.
The Trojan
Well,
War. Do you know the Odyssey? How it like
Literally?
I literally wrote about them. Fuck.
Yeah,
I
so you know
took
what
classics as well. I'm potato mash brain right now. Don't look. Okay.
The look.
Don't just ask me something about.
How do you look
stuff
at the
that
night
happened
sky
You know what?
and
I
not
got
think of
something.
Mars and Venus? Well, Venus. Yeah, not Venus. Pluto. How do you not think of all the Roman pantheon of gods? It's
Do you prefer Rome to Greece?
no,
That's the correct answer.
no, I don't. But it was so overwhelmingly successful that we have so much more of it.
Yeah.
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 And I think the biggest thing I think about when ancient Rome comes up is, what would life be like if it didn't fall and we just continued? Like,
What
think
would
it be
Caesar
like-
Augustus do? He'd make a
No,
plan
just
and
like,
follow through.
What would society have like? What would the course have
What it
gone?
looked like now.
You know, I think would be so much more advanced because we went down and then back up again.
I mean, even if
down.
the
You get up
Library
again.
of Alexandria didn't get sacked, we'd be so much more advanced.
Mhm.
I think 100% I would have already traveled around Europe if more of the ancient wonders were still standing. Yeah,
That's
Fair.
fair.
I would have had a trip going to all of them. Actually, I'm not sure how easy it would have been to get to the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Actually, if we guesstimate where it is, it might be in a war zone.
Not if the Roman Empire is still standing.
Yeah,
True, yeah.
yeah, that's true.
Although the
Yeah.
East-West tensions between China and the West would be very interesting
Mm.
because there'd be a
Yeah.
land border.
Yeah.
And where
I
would we
have a
get our tea from?
Yeah, where would you get your tea from?
Yeah, this is correct. That's all I really care about. Where am I getting my tea from?
Yeah.
Wait. Whoa.
If the British Empire never existed.
What would have happened gunpowder wise? I wonder how that would have come into things.
Surely it would have.
But if there were
Still.
tensions literally between like the Roman Empire and the dynasty, whatever it was, dynasty,
True.
Quite possibly could have been accelerated.
Yeah. Well, that's what gunpowder. Gunpowder is an accelerator.
It is.
That'd be interesting. Yeah, I'm more interested in this than any other politics. It's like what would have happened,
Right? Because it would be so much more different just because of the fact that we went back in time, like the advancements that we would have now. Like how many years would you say were lost because of that?
You're thinking too little in terms of years. I'm thinking centuries.
Centuries.
Well, that's centuries. Like how many would you say that we lost?
But also, I mean, did Rome fall when Rome fell into civil war, or did it fall later than that?
I think
Because when you have the Holy Roman Empire,
I think the
is
Holy
that
Roman
what
Empire
we're stuck with now?
The Holy Roman Empire, I think, is the start of the decline.
Yeah.
Right. So when Rome fell into civil war, that's the point in time where we would retcon, and everything would continue to develop under one harmonious empire instead of okay.
So we're talking like what? $1,000. Wait, because when did the Civil War start? Because like Rome fell in like the 400s.
Don't ask me questions I should know after saying that.
Date. I don't want this date. When did the Roman Civil Wars start? 49. What? Okay, so the Civil Wars started 49 BC. Right.
Really? That early? No. That's when the empire started. That's when Octavius became Caesar.
That seems a bit
Oh yeah,
early.
Caesar's
Or
Civil War.
Augustus.
Yeah. When did the Roman Empire start to fall? Oh, they're just saying the same as that. It just fell. I guess it's very difficult to put specific times on.
That's the fall of the Republic. That's the start of the empire.
Yeah.
Any parallels here that we can draw?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Oh, Lord.
It's like,
so Ahsoka, eh?
It's like poetry.
Now I've got a question. And none of you will be able to stop me unless Brent edits the episode. But I'm gonna make this a thing from now on. Would you rather have a vending machine hot dog or a vending machine pizza?
Oh fuck! Stop with this.
No. I want to know
We do
this
need a
from
genuine
everyone
answer
now.
God damn it!
I want a genuine answer.
Hot dog.
Yes.
Fuck!
Less exposed surface area.
It's big bit of meat. It's nasty. Come on. Come
Have you seen the vending machines they have in Japan?
What?
No,
I'm just
I-
thinking
there's a
casual
lot.
They
vending
are
machine.
off the chain. I'm willing to bet that they have a hot dog vending machine in Japan.
Oh, guaranteed.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
You could probably put your mouth right up to the machine and whoop, a hot dog pops
I've
out.
seen a video of a hot dog.
I think they call that something else.
I've
I've got photos here of a hot dog vending machine. Oh, no, wait. These are like the vending menus where you go
Why
into
is
a
it in the
restaurant and you
bathroom?
order at like a digital menu and then they bring it out to you. Oh, no, hold on. There's a hole in the bottom. Oh, okay.
Oh
There's,
god.
there's a dude in the
No.
back cooking up everything you order.
Oh my god.
That's not a vending machine. Come on.
That's basically a hot dog glory hole.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah,
no.
that's true.
Vending machine, it's gonna be sitting there. It's probably been sitting there for like a few weeks before anything's replaced in it. You know, I'd rather have something that may not have meat in it to have from a vending
May
machine.
not.
May not.
Well, I mean, I'm
What
taking my
if you
chances
really
with the
don't
pizza
know?
more than the hot dog.
See, yeah, at least you know what you're getting somewhat.
Have I switched you to the pizza?
No, but the hot dog will have already been cooked. It's
Yeah,
just
exactly.
warm.
That's what I'm saying. That's yeah. You know what to expect with the hot dog.
Why would the
It's quite-
pizza not
hot
be
dog is simple.
cooked?
Not pre-cooked.
Why not?
I'm just picturing this like dry ass pizza that's
Hey,
you know,
I'd rather have that
crunchy.
than
Like a
Tastes like
lunchable
cardboard.
pizza. That's what I think of.
So,
Yeah.
Brett, you were talking
Lunchable,
about
ew.
how this pizza, this hot dog's been uncleaned and like a thing for weeks, but you're choosing something that has dairy on it.
You can have dairy in your hot dog. On your
Wait, you don't? Yeah,
dairy.
I was going to say I'll have
Yeah.
cheese in my hot dog.
Yeah, no, but I'm thinking of it's a vending machine hot dog, so it's bun.
It's probably
It's
pretty
it's-
simple.
It's Frankfurter, and then it's just
Maybe
got
it's a
sauce.
vegan pizza.
You could
I
probably
mean,
just like click a button
most-
and it's like you can have a topping. It's probably
Most hot dogs that
Oh
you
my God.
get have been sitting in the cabinet for bloody hours anyway, and
yeah, exactly at the store.
yeah,
We're not
Are
saying
you guys
that
actually
either of
getting
them-
hot dogs from like a store, like a hot dog, not like a sausage roll, like a hot.
you go into
dog.
like a 7-Eleven or a Night and Day and get a hot dog, and you know that it's like the Frankfurter's
It's been
just
sitting there
in a
night and
cabinet.
day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
pretty much
Hey, Brent, have you been to Good Dog?
from
Bad
7
Dog?
to 11.
I've not been to that place.
Good
No, I
Dog,
haven't
Bad
been there.
Dog.
No.
Have you
Nah.
guys got Good Dog, Bad Dog down in Wellington, Whippy?
We have one Red Dog that does pizza.
Oh,
What?
In unison. What?
It's a restaurant called One Red Dog, and they do pizza, and that's where I tried kangaroo and
Why is it
alligator.
called?
Why?
Why is it called
Like
one
kangaroo and
is
alligator.
it like a-
meatballs.
dingo reference? If it's got like
It's just called One Red Dog. It's just a name. I wouldn't overthink it.
It's
Isn't
Clifford.
that just Clifford? Yeah, that's exactly where I was gonna go.
Clifford's Pizza Restaurant.
Yeah, just change it to Clifford's Pizza
When you
Shop.
said
Just
have
one
a
for
red
red dog, I was imagining it's like a chain, but there's only one of them. Like it's called Red Dog.
It might
It's
be
like
two.
one of them. Oh, 2 1 red dogs.
What? So
Wait,
that
is-
one
so
red
this is
dog has to
3
like
red
run between
dogs.
both restaurants to like keep them both running. Oh my
We're
gosh!
short staffed.
I mean, if it's Clifford sized, I mean, it could get there probably faster.
It's one restaurant's at the one end of of Clifford, and the other's like.
No, it looks like there's only one. Only one.
Aw,
I thought there
So
might
there's
be
one-
two.
Clifford
red dog.
has his hands full at just the one. Then
Mm.
yeah, it's like Clifford over like a dollhouse, and the dollhouse is the whole restaurant. Like that's how big it is, you know. Clifford.
He's
huge.
standing over it.
Yeah. And he's like, he's putting like, he's making like Play-Doh pizzas pretty much.
Play-Doh. Wait, what?
You don't have Play-Doh?
Like
You
Play-Doh?
know Play-Doh?
Like
Yeah.
Play-Doh.
You know, and sometimes I got
Why
like,
is
How do
like
you
a
have a
pizza
pizza and not think of the Roman Empire? Look, I know they probably didn't have pizza, but they come from the same place.
Hold on, let me Google when
Right.
pizza was invented.
They paved the roads with pizza. It's a lot of pizza.
19th century. Like 18th or 19th century. That's sad.
That's older than Italy.
Man.
Wasn't it just recently that they like finally figured out like the combination for Roman concrete or something?
I thought
yeah.
they couldn't figure it
I
out.
think the secret ingredient's limestone or lime.
Yeah,
The
and then
secret
like
ingredients love.
they use
Because
seawater
as it
rather than
breaks-
fresh.
As it breaks up and moisture gets into it, it resets and hardens. So it's
That's
always
right, yeah.
repairing itself.
Because that was because I feel like I saw something a few months ago or something like that they had finally figured it out or something. I don't remember. It might have just been I finally saw something about it.
Oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
quick lime.
Quick lime. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Another reason to think about the Roman Empire every day.
You're walking down the street. Oh, you're walking on concrete. You know, the Romans kind of came up with concrete, you know. Boom. Roman. I think my
Don't be
total is
complete.
probably closer to like once a week. I think about it.
That's still pretty
Like
hard.
consciously.
Well,
I guess
just
that
this
is-
podcast has got your average for the year up, surely.
Oh yeah, surely. No,
Ben talks
TikTok's
about-
gotten my average up because I keep seeing new videos of girls asking their guys like, "How often do you think about the Holy Roman, or not the Holy, but just the Roman Empire or whatever?"
I'd
How
say
do you
I think
watch?
about the
How do you
Roman
watch
Empire-
Doctor Who and see Rory and not think of the Roman Empire?
Well, the thing is, right?
Oh,
I don't
Right.
always.
You don't always
Actually, there's
watch
a
Doctor
really
Who?
good. There's a really good. So the first Doctor, he starts the fires. I think. Wait, no. Does he
Oh my
start the fire?
God.
No, he meets the Emperor. And he goes around. Oh, it's so good. First Doctor.
How do you not watch Peter Capaldi and not think about that other Doctor Who episode he was in the Fires of Pompeii?
Why?
That's fair.
What do you mean? That's one of my favorite episodes. What?
Yeah, Peter Capaldi's in it as
Yeah.
not the Doctor.
No, I know,
Yeah.
I know, but I do think about it. What
We're
do
talking about how do you not think about that? That not be it. The
how do
Holy
you know
Roman,
I don't
Roman
think
Empire.
about it?
Brett, how often do you think of the Roman Empire? Because we haven't heard your total.
I don't know. I don't really keep a tally on it. You know?
How do you take a leak and not think about the pots of urine on the side of the roads in Rome and how they used to clean their togas in it?
Actually, I did think about that a little bit. You know?
Oh, God.
Think about how wasteful it is that you just flush it away.
Hey, you don't know what I do.
You don't know my life.
Okay, this is true.
So, Brett,
Gosh.
how's your toga
Why is
smelling?
this my interview now? What's going on?
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay.
don't
We've
know
given
what?
out our totals. I mean,
Well, I don't know. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
know. I don't know how much. So
So
I
not
don't know what I
often
did
enough.
yesterday. Fuck.
that's fair.
Oh wait, no, I do. I played Planet Zoo. That was pretty much.
Yeah. That's like
Yeah.
every day.
Now it's every day. I've been going on a Planet Zoo binge
It's every
lately.
day, bro. With that Disney Channel flow.
It's been good.
Shut up.
Love Planet Zoo. Oh my gosh, I want to play Planet Zoo. We should.
You were literally playing it like an hour ago. Not
It's
even.
good though. It's a good game. It's got animals in it and a zoo. It's great.
It's got animals. The bar is on the floor.
I think I'm gonna get Game Pass and play Starfield.
Oh,
Do it
you
that
should.
way.
You
I think
should
I'm
do
gonna
that.
do that
You should do
because I
that.
don't want to.
See.
I don't want to buy the game fully, really yet.
Do it.
I'm
It's
so
gonna be
torn
good.
over Starfield.
I think Bethesda is my favorite developer because of nostalgia. I wouldn't call them the best developer, but they're my favorite developer, and so I'm gonna buy Starfield. I've already spent more time watching Starfield videos than I have probably other YouTube videos in the past couple of weeks.
I'm heavily opposed to their practice of only giving review copies out to people who will give them favorable reviews.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah.
there's no way that game is a 9 or a 10 out of 10. Yet wholesale across the board, they were given these awesome reviews prior to launch. And realistically, the things that make the game so great are all tied up in mods at the moment and not in what they actually released. They've released like a platform, an engine, and now expecting modders to sort of run with it.
yeah. I think that's the problem. Is that I feel like that they were basically like, the modders will do things with it, and just kind of left it up to them. And I feel like that's kind of a waste of 7 years of development. It's like at that point, like why?
Yeah,
You know.
if modding wasn't
And it's a
available
new
for the
IP.
first year, a lot less people would be playing it.
Well,
Yeah.
it's not really. They haven't released the toolkit yet.
Yeah,
And it
there's
won't
like
be
already a
released.
ton of mods
It
coming
wouldn't-
out
Yeah,
every
but
day.
like I'm just saying, like they haven't facilitated modding yet. You know?
But I think that the level of the like things that they like haven't done with the game or things with the game that are unpolished have made modding like take off faster because of things that aren't as polished in the game.
Yeah, but like
From-
you look at what's happened with like Cyberpunk, for instance. No one's
That's-
looking at them and saying it's they were letting modders solve it. Well, they weren't. But it's because
no, they
Bethesda has a
weren't.
history with modders that you get what I mean?
That's true. I guess that's
I
fair.
guess in summary, when I look at Starfield at the moment, it kind of makes me want to get No Man's Sky.
I would recommend.
That's what a lot of people have been saying.
Yeah, I feel like if you put No Man's Sky together with Starfield, you have a good game.
Right.
Because I think that the biggest and most valid sort of criticism laid against Starfield is that it's all a bunch of cells, which it is.
Mhm.
Honestly, I think the game would be doing a hell of a lot better if you could fly down to a planet and land wherever you want on that planet, and the planet was a full spherical thing and not just a rendered like box, basically, because that's what the planets are. They're just massive
So
boxes.
if it were like No Man's Sky,
Exactly, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Is if
Yeah.
you
The
put
thing
No
is,
Man's
though,
Sky,
No Man's Sky's planets don't seem like they're not that detailed. I don't know. They're just sort of like the
Now there are a lot of
same-
Starfields.
Yeah, that's true. But I would
But
have hoped for something new with Starfield. But like No Man's Sky, you fly to a different planet. It's kind of like the one you were just on. It's really super, like super futuristic in the way that it's really alien, like really alien to the point where you're like, okay, I'm in this weird planet. Now I go to the other really weird planet with the really weird. It's like landing in Spore. You know, nothing's gonna be recognizable. It's all the same mixture. It's like
why there aren't any games like that. Like for instance, you guys know about Star Citizen.
Yeah.
So Star Citizen has been in alpha for, well over it's like 7 years at least.
Yeah.
It has 4 planets. Like 4 planets that aren't procedurally generated. There's a reason why games don't have handcrafted planets.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Hundreds.
That makes sense. It's like there
it's
should be
hundreds.
some that are handcrafted, but then I think
And there
that
are.
you can support it without it.
There
But the
are
thing that are missing are procedurally generated cities that are coherent. So,
yeah.
there's like a GTA inside on every planet, and like multiple of them as well. So that makes sense to travel between them and do
It's
things
such a
within
big
them.
game. It's so much. That's so
Yeah.
much.
I do think I think that breadth and cohesion is probably the stuff that Starfield fails with. Like the cities are the same sort of like issue that can be laid against Skyrim, which is well over 11 years old now, where that everything feels kind of small, and this game
Yeah,
is so much larger, and the cities are relatively the same size. You know, um,
I think something I saw. I was watching a video about it. It might have been even been a TikTok. I'm not sure, but it was they kind of broke a rule that I don't know if it was just them or if it's like a bunch of other. I believe that Witcher 3 at least uses it. But it's like there's a certain amount of time like that the game wants you to be running between like certain like encounters. Like it was like I think it was like 45 seconds or something between like a thing and another thing. Where like start because of how Starfield is built, it's like 5 minutes if you want to
45
go from one
seconds
place.
is very short, though.
It is.
Like I'd say if 45 seconds would be too much, but yeah, 5 minutes is.
Is a bit out there. Like I think that that's a bit short, but it's like you that's like how many multiples of it is 5 minutes. It's like yikes. But no, I think I'm gonna play it. I think I'm just gonna get it on Game Pass. I don't want to pay full price, and I'm just gonna kind of play it until because I want to get Baldur's Gate 3, but I don't want to pay full price for it right now.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna buy the game, and I'm gonna get
Mm-hmm.
all the DLC and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and I will get into modding because I mean, yeah, I think this.
Yeah.
I've watched a lot of reviews, and the main channel that I'm watching with the reviews and stuff is a pro Bethesda channel. Um, and even they're claiming like I think they were that Bethesda was very held back by the engine that they used with it's
Yeah.
basically it's the Creation Engine 2. So it's a rebuilt version of the one that Skyrim was designed on and Fallout, but it's just like it doesn't actually fix the issues really that the engine had.
Yeah.
So
Load
I
screens,
yeah,
terrain like generation and stuff isn't like as built into it where you can just walk and it'll kind of generate it in front of you sort of thing.
I hope that Elder Scrolls 6 isn't done on the Creation Engine.
God, I hope so too, but I mean I don't expect to see that for quite a while.
Yeah, but like, are they gonna? Yeah, engines are a hot topic
Oh
this
yeah, as
yeah
of late.
yeah
We're currently in the middle of the Unity bullshit. That's
debacle.
been quite.
I
Yeah,
haven't even heard of
that's
this. What's that about?
okay. So
It's the
Unity,
worst.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's actually so bad. At like, okay, so what happened is same day that Apple was doing their big press event, which people are kind of assuming that they kind of wanted this to get buried in the tech community, which I mean it didn't, because it's fairly major. They have decided that at this point, I think when is it? Is it like end of the year? I think sometime in
Yeah, I
December
think
that this is getting
from New
implemented.
Year's.
Yeah, they're gonna start charging developers or publishers like a percentage of the cost of their game. I think it was for every
Twen-
download.
20 cents per download.
Oh,
it's not.
it was a solid 20.
Yep, 20 cents per download.
And that's every download. Not if like you bought the game once, they are asking for 20 cents. No, every download. Anytime they get the runtime and all that. It's anytime somebody downloads that, even pirated versions, free versions, demos are kind of up in the air because they haven't fully pulled
Now,
out on that.
in their
That was kind of weird.
defense, they do have a cookie cutter response saying that they have methods of tracking this sort of thing. And when they're asked for details, they respond with the same cookie cutter response.
Yeah.
So people are asking the questions about, is pirating going to be an issue? Is hate downloading going to be an issue? If someone decides that a developer should go under, can they then start bots downloading, millions of copies of this game so that all of a sudden they're on the hook for, $200,000 in download fees? But also the fact that there exist free games out there already who going forward would meet this threshold, and all of a sudden they would be liable for free downloads.
Yep. Well, and then also, like, if any game wanted to, like, be part of the Epic Games, like, free game, like, of the week thing, or if they wanted to do a free weekend, or, like, again, demos, like, it's all counts.
And it might not sound like much, but people are talking about how, when you cross that $200,000 in revenue, that $200,000 in revenue may already be promised. You may have to give 50% to your publisher. You have to pay all of your staff. So you cross that threshold and all of a sudden have to pay 20 cents per download, but you're still paying all of your other bills off as well. So it's just additional costs on top of that nobody knew about when they undertook the endeavor in the first instance. So they're talking about games that currently exist that will have to be taken off of stores.
Yeah.
So
there's already been games like Silence of the Lamb.
If you've purchased a game that doesn't want to be subject to this going forward, download it now and install it and keep a copy of it, because you won't be able to install it from Steam in the future or from whatever other online store that you use, because they don't want to open themselves up to whatever accounting Unity decide to do.
Yep.
Yeah. I've seen multiple reports from companies who run on the engine saying that they will not be making a profit. They'll be losing money paying for the engine. They'll be
and never mind the fact that their CEO dumped some shares prior to the announcement.
Oh, their whole
okay, that was
management did. Their whole upper management dumped shares.
Well, so this actually got looked into. It wasn't that, like, right before he dropped a bunch of shares. It was over time, which maybe it was preparing for this, but, like, he has some, like, 200,000 shares or something, and he dropped, I don't remember how many it was, but, like, it was over time. It wasn't all at once. So it might not be as solid as, like, oh yeah, he knew he was going to drop the ship. Granted, that's the same guy that there's a video of him. I don't know if it's of him. It might just be audio, but of him talking about, I don't remember who he was working for before, but, like, talking about how, like, oh, with microtransactions and stuff, it's like, oh, suddenly you're like 6 hours into a game and you want to reload your gun. Well, it's $1 to get another mag, essentially. Alan, you're not very like basically this man is like full on with microtransactions and all of it that gaming is currently fighting against. So it wouldn't surprise me. I have to find the video, but yeah, it's the talk he gave is kind of brutal.
Mr.
So yeah,
Money
a lot
over
of
here, freaking. I want some cash. Give it to me. I need your money, please.
Yeah. So at this point, a lot of games have already announced, like Silence of the Lamb. That's gonna be, they're gonna just take their games off. That they've already made announcements. Hey, we don't want to deal with this. It will literally put us under. We're done whenever this goes into effect. So yeah, a lot have said that they're going to switch to developing on other platforms, but the main ones this hits is 2D development, because Unity is quite good for 2D games, developing those type of games. But like any 3D development is essentially... Yeah,
exactly. Some of the
exactly.
big ones, City Skylines, Subnautica, RimWorld, Fall Guys, Rust, Among Us, Beat Saber's on there.
damn,
A game that I have, Untitled Goose Game.
Yep.
Outer Wilds, Genshin Impact, Crossy Road. I remember that. 7 Days to Die. Like, these are just ones that like I remember.
It's a
Like, oh, I know
lot.
that game. Hearthstone. Like, these are big game. There's Pokemon Go on there, but meh.
Hearthstone.
Well,
That's a Blizzard property too, so you're going to get tax
Oh,
on
yeah.
top of microtransactions. Oh my goodness!
This is
Blizzard's
how
going to be slotting more
the
in
war
Diablo
begins.
4.
Game developer war.
Yeah. Well, anybody who's doing I know that there's already a one that a lot of people are switching to for 2D, and then like basically everybody else is going to Unreal.
Yeah,
Like,
I think
for
some
obvious
going
reasons.
to go to Unreal as well.
Yeah, which is fair.
Have they made I'm wondering if the Subnautica developers have made a.
I don't know.
Yeah. No, but
Gosh.
because I'm building a PC, and there are a bunch of games that I want to get, and Subnautica is one of them. And yeah, unsure about.
Do you think you're going to be able to get it before the end of the year so you can get some games and then like just download them so you have them?
Oh yeah, I'm doing a graphic design thing, and there's like I'm going to get the payout for that eventually, and that'll basically get me over the line for the PC. Well,
I'm curious, what graphics card are you looking at?
I'm looking at 3070.
Okay.
Yeah,
I would have gone 30 series too. That's what I would say is like go 30 series.
I want to. I've got a friend who runs a PC building company up here, and to be fair, I did his branding for him for free because he's a friend. So he kind of owes me. So I'm gonna get him because he knows a fair bit more of it from me, and he's recommending just go for the 30 series as well. So because I want to instead of buying cheap and then upgrading over time, I'd rather just go all out and yeah.
Oh yeah. That's kind of where I started with the small and build up, and at this point, like I could basically run anything. I need to do a CPU upgrade at some point, but it's not like something where I'm like, shit, I need to do it now. But no, that's fair though. I mean, yeah.
Plus, I've been saving up for it for a while, and
yeah.
That's
good. Yeah, honestly, the graphics card thing was like about the only thing where it's like, yeah, that's kind of the only thing that because like I didn't know if he was going to recommend anything AMD, but yeah, 30 series is about the way to go right now. It's kind of brutal.
Yeah, because the 40 series is either trash or super ridiculously expensive. The 30 series is still generally okay, but you'd probably want to be at a 3070 at least. But then the AMD 6800 and 7800s are good cards.
Yeah. But yeah, lately it's 30 series is just kind of the way to go. Like they have gotten more expensive since the launch. Like they were like actually an insanely good deal when they launched, but like they're still pretty good. They have gone up in price.
Do try and stay away from an 8 gigabit card though.
Yeah, you're gonna want more than 8 gigabytes of GDDR RAM.
No, they're 12 gig 3070s. They're out around there.
I think so. See, but I found this interesting. Some things that like they're I don't know if it's some games or what it is, but some programs, games, they don't recognize 12 gigabyte cards, which is kind of weird. They recognize 16 and 8 gig.
It's only a driver patch away though.
Yeah.
It's
been kind of weird because I've been seeing some reports on that with the newer cards. I don't know.
Weird.
Yeah, tech stuff be weird.
Yeah. So, I've just basically got my wish list sorting out all the games that I want to to sort out on Steam, and I know Starfield's on there. Cyberpunk is also on there because
It's good
I,
now, yeah.
I used to have a PS4. Well, I still have it, but yeah. And I got Cyberpunk on it when it first came out. And then they've dropped it from their development, the updates and all that,
Yeah.
and the DLC's not came out for it anymore. And so I was just like, right, that sucks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I gotta have Skyrim on there as well.
Oh, of course.
Um,
I
Gotta get
own
there.
Skyrim and have for years and have never played it.
really?
What?
Damn.
What the heck?
I've at
How
least
many
played it
versions
quite a
is
bit.
it?
I've never completed it.
I'm
There are
kind of
9.
in that. I'm in that. I guess it's a hole where I really want to play Morrowind, but I know that once I play Skyrim, I'll never want to play Morrowind
That's
Well, why
fair.
don't
You just like
go
you
ahead
mean-
and go straight into Morrowind.
because I did and I died.
Oh, fair. Yeah, so
Like I was doing
question
great, and I
for
went
you.
to sleep and woke up and was dead, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Were
Just
you
got
killed by
killed.
cliff races?
I don't know what it was. I turned it off
Okay.
and walked away.
Cliff races are
Oh damn.
the things that get you.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't really have a lot of games on my list to buy. Like Baldur's Gate 3 and Starfield are like the only two that I've like been like,
RoboCop, the game.
Oh yeah.
I want to get
right.
that.
You gotta.
That's on my
I can't
list.
wait.
Is that a thing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's coming
it's
out.
gonna-
It actually looks kind of cool too.
Have you guys played Valheim?
No.
I played it a little bit early on, and I liked it. It seemed fun, and I would like to play it more. But at the time, one of the guys that I was playing it with, like whenever he plays a game, he plays the game and like becomes an expert in like all the metas, and it's like he like speeds way ahead of you. So
Yeah,
like that
no, I
is
understand
kind
that.
of brutal. I tried to play a couple other games with it, and I was like, I can't. I don't have the speed or the focus.
so I've watched a lot of videos on Valheim, and you might be saying, "Oh, like I watched a playthrough." No, I watched building videos, and I really like the look of the building system.
Oh yeah, I love
It's
the
good-
building
it's
system.
good fun.
It's so good.
Yeah, that like
Until a troll comes and knocks it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks cool. I get a game I already have, but I'm gonna re-download it when I get the computer. Is a game called Starbound, and a lot of people look at it and they're like, "Oh, that's just a Terraria ripoff." I was like, "Yeah, probably," but like, it's really cool. It's like Terraria, but if you could go to different planets, like it's space
Oh,
Terraria.
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, and
Spiraria.
yeah. There's the standard medieval simulators like Medieval Dynasty, that I want to play. I wonder what engine Medieval Dynasty runs on.
Is that like a village simulator?
Yep.
Because I think they're coming out with a new one, aren't they? And is it a Japanese
Oh, that'd be cool.
take on it? Like Samurai Dynasty or something?
That'd be cool. Oh.
Sea of Stars. That's what it is. I want to play Sea of Stars. It looks super.
Sea of Stars is yeah, I've heard good things about it.
Yeah, and I've looked and watched some content on it. And it looks really fun and cute.
Yeah.
We've kind of just descended into all the games we want to play now.
Yeah,
This is a very distracting podcast, I think. We're just like taking it quite chill, just kind of chatting a lot. Like
Yeah,
very
I mean that's
slow.
fair.
I have a mega
Sure.
headache. It's having a great time.
mega ache.
Mega headache.
What is this?
It's
You
so
gotta
much
make
fun.
a pint of a headache.
It's burning my brain. It's melting, slipping out of my ears onto the floor, and then I'm gonna get the straw later and slurp it back up.
Have your moths
Yikes!
arrived yet?
My moths.
Your moths.
My
Yeah.
moths. Well, no, there's no moths yet. But I was looking when I did all those pictures for my wall. I like took the pictures out of the old frames, and there was like a bunch of moths in there.
Right.
Yeah, I'll
I'm
tell
up
you.
on Brent's wall now.
Yeah,
I've
I put
completed my quest.
put a bunch of different photos up on the wall of or some of a couple from the trip, a couple of other things. But you know what happened to me the other day? You know what happened to me the other day? I went to go see
No,
this movie. Right?
Yep.
I went to go see this horror movie at the cinema, and it's about this possessed hand, the spooky hand. Right?
Oh, that one. That one was
Yeah, the
Addams
spooky
Family?
hand. Um.
That took me way too long for a second.
Idle Hands.
That's the 1999.
What is it called? I can't remember what it was called. It was like Let Me In, I think. I was thinking it was called Let Me In.
Yeah, it's made. I believe it's made by a couple of like YouTubers that have done VFX and camera work for a while, and they finally like were able to do like an actual film. So like
Yeah.
I might go see it.
Let Me In, 2010 film by Matt Reeves, the same guy who did
Well,
the Batman.
I don't. 2010.
That doesn't
Yeah.
seem like this week.
A while ago, my man.
Yeah.
Oh
No, I
no,
know
maybe it
which
was
one you're
Talk to Me? Talk to Me? It was
Might
either
be-
Let Me
it
In or
might be,
Talk
yeah.
to Me.
How can a hand
Talk
talk to you? Yeah, it's the Talk to Me 2022.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about the
It's
spooky hand.
2023 now.
What the heck? Well, I don't know, but it was a spooky hand, and it was real spooky. It was actually alright. It was okay. It was a little bit surprisingly like really freaking dark, but that's not the point. Okay, the movie is not the point. Okay, when I went and saw this movie, okay, I went and saw it at the
Oh
mall.
my gosh, it's got Eowyn in it.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's... Hi, Eowyn.
But I went and when I went to the mall to go see this movie, I parked up in the upstairs car park, right? And I was thinking because the car park they've got their upstairs car park. That's the one that has no times on it. There's no like time parking there really. You can park there forever. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, this is definitely designated for cinemas and stuff, right? And it's also got the cinema emergency exit there as well. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
went and saw the movie. I went and it was good with my friend. We talked. Then after the movie, we talked for a bit, and it was good time. Having a good time. I went to go get my car locked in. It was locked. I got locked in upstairs in the upstairs car park. I was chained
Oh.
in, padlocked in.
My
So I
gosh.
was stuck there. It was like 2 a.m, and I was like, "Well, fuck. Cool. I don't
What
live
did
near the mall. I don't live
No,
near-
no.
But my friend managed to get me home, which was good. I just
You
had to
live
go
in the-
back the next morning.
You
I
live
was
in a bush.
Yeah,
They
I
don't
live
got
in
into
I live
malls
in
to
a
rescue.
bush.
He squats in a bush, y'all.
But I was like, what the heck? There was no sign. And in the morning,
No
when I
sign of,
definitely
like,
went back, there was no
closing.
sign. There was no close. They were closing this. They were no. I was annoyed. I was like, why?
Understandably.
Car parking
Ah.
companies are a law unto themselves.
Yeah.
just locked my car up there. I'm glad I didn't go see it by myself. Otherwise, I'd been sleeping in that car or
Yeah.
walking home. I don't know.
Have you ever slept in your car before?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I know. I just wanted you to say it on.
Yes, I've slept in my car
podcast.
before.
To what end?
Have I ever like? I'm trying to think. I don't know if I
I've
have.
slept in it. What do you mean? What in? What do you? I've
I
slept
have
in
when
it.
I haven't intended to be staying.
Oh, I've
you know,
purposely
to be
slept
sleeping
in
in
my
it.
car before.
So like I've pulled over on the side of the road because I'm tired and had a nap, but not
I'm going
sleep for the night.
right.
I've slept in my car before, but my car's a wagon, and so I can put a mattress in there
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
just go to bed. Actually, Brent,
cheating.
there was one road trip we were doing, and there was 2 cars, and there were 4
That was
of
a
us,
great
right?
road trip.
And Brent was with me, and I had like my mattress in the back and all that, and it was we were in Topol one evening, and it was raining, and we couldn't. Brent was like, "Oh, I can't be bothered putting up my tent," and I was like, "Okay, you want to sleep in my car with me?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." But
Well,
we
it was like a river where we were, like, just like, if I put my tent down, I would have just been like floating in water trying to sleep.
just floated away.
yeah. But we backed the cars up to each other and then put the boots up because they were both wagons. Put Brent's tent over top of the 2-car boot door bits, so
Kinda
it made like a
seen.
nice cover. And then I put my longboard between the 2 cars like a table, and I got up my little cook stove and cooked some pasta and all that. And then
That actually sounds amazing.
Brent just slept
It
in
was
my
like
front
a
seat.
storm. Like, this was like a superstorm. We're just sitting in the
Yeah.
superstorm.
Brent slept in my
cooking-
front seat
Yeah.
2 nights in a row.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever actually slept in a car, like, other than like on a road trip or something where I'm sleeping in the back seat while we're driving. I don't think I've ever actually like
You slept
What's
when
wrong
I
with
was
parked my
sleeping in
car.
the car?
You guys both slept while I was driving you around.
I didn't sleep when you were driving. You were driving me
Yes,
around.
you did.
What are you talking about?
Yes,
Did I?
You
Yes,
slept.
yes, you did.
Oh, I did. Did I? I can't remember. I must have
Yeah.
just like completely just like closed my eyes and like.
There was
Yeah.
one point where there was 4 people in the car, including myself, and I was the only one who was awake.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember this either.
Well, probably because you guys were asleep. Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't know this. I don't even remember falling asleep.
That's usually how it
Yeah.
happens.
When was this? Which like drive was this? Was this the drive back from the mountain?
Might have been. I don't know. They were kind of blurred together.
Yeah, I feel that.
They're not
That's
new
fair.
roads. They're not new roads for me. So
Yeah, you just like you're not even thinking about it.
yeah, I just went into autopilot.
Fair enough. All right.
Yeah.
Do you want to wrap up there? Or... I think we're at a good
I'm
point.
still annoyed at
About an hour.
the being locked at the mall.
I mean, fair, bro. That is actually. I would have been so pissed off.
It's been
bro.
like 3 weeks. I was going to talk about this 3 weeks ago and I forgot. And now I'm bringing it back up again and I'm like angry again.
Yeah, like I don't remember this being like a recent thing.
No, it was Ah.
You had told me about that.
Did I? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Locked at the freaking mall. It wasn't even like, it was obvious that my car was parked. It was in the middle of the car park.
Yeah, but
I
like,
don't get why they closed it. Why
but
did they
as-
close it? The bottom car park's open.
Brent, as
Oh,
somebody,
really?
as somebody who has like a part of their job is closing up a car park after they're done, we don't care. It's not.
But
okay.
why were they closing it? I got out of the cinema at like 1 a.m. and it was still open. I just talked to my friend for like an hour. They had to open it again in like 4 hours. I don't get why they had to close it.
I don't know, man.
Because fuck you. That's why.
I
They just saw
sense
my
I
car
sense you
away.
need to write a letter to someone.
I am. I'm just gonna send them this podcast. just
Oh,
the timestamp
dude,
for this
Just
conversation.
listen to the first 1 hour and 5 minutes, and then you'll
it's
get
a-
to
Yeah.
it that's relevant to you.
No, it's a
Yeah.
printed letter of like the YouTube video page and with like a timestamp like written in the corner.
Yeah.
Watch this video. I'm angry.
They're like, what? Why are they angry about Romans? And
Oh,
Yeah.
oh man. Well, thanks for coming on.
Thank you for
And,
having me.
Yeah.
plug your
Uh,
stuff again, Mr.
Thing.
Whippy.
I can't remember my stuff. You can just go back to the start and listen over again. And hear
Fair
our-
enough. All right.
Hear our trouble with
Can
the
you just-
Roman
Can
Empire.
we just edit his introduction?
Yeah, I'll just
To the end.
put it right.
Oh my
Hi, my
gosh.
name's WhippyWhipster.
My name's WhippyWhipster, and I'm a Lego streamer from Aotearoa, New Zealand.
Wait, you can't do this to me.
You can't stop me either.
Oh dear. Well, we could have you. We want to come on again, Whippy? Would you like to come on again, or you had enough?
We'll see. We'll see.
Okay, cool. Right.
I'm going to be awfully bored in a couple of weeks. I'm already awfully bored from not being to work for like a month and a half. But in a couple of weeks, I'm having ankle reconstruction. I'm going to be in bed for a few weeks.
Oh,
so
fuck.
We'll see what kind of crazy I get up to.
Is that something where like you're going to be like bedridden, or you're going to be able to be at your desk at least if you want to?
To be decided. It depends on how the surgery goes, I think.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Thanks for listening, y'all. We'll see you next week. Send us an email if you got thoughts. What game are you excited to play? How often do you think of the Roman Empire?
Please send any complaints to the Broadcasting Standards Authority.